back to TIAA Bank Field on the shores of the St. Johns River in Jackson. The TIAA Bank Field on the shores of the St. Johns River in Jacksonville, Florida.
It's been a tight game throughout, and it remains that way as we pick up the action in the fourth quarter. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
2nd and 4. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 now. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, Frost. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like
To
it.
throw on second down, Frost. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now he steps away. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Farrell. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On now is the Titans punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.
Still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
They'll look to throw. James has got it. Complete. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Lacey.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's James.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime is kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw on second down. Coleman. He finds his man, complete. That's James.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Here's James. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A field goal on this drive would extend the game. A touchdown, of course, would win it. It's 1st and 10.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw on second down. Coleman. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down. Coleman. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A nice throw there. And, you know, this game, a true rarity. Not one, but you got two rookie quarterbacks facing each other in the playoffs. What do you think, Charles, that says about the state of quarterback play in today's NFL?
I'm glad you asked that question because all week in preparation for this game, I thought about that, and what I've landed on is this. These kids play high-stakes games from the time they're in high school. A lot of them travel to play games. They play on television. They go to college, play big-time games. And let's face it, the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. So these kids develop a lot faster and are a lot more confident before they even hit the NFL.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Coleman. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Playoff lives on the line. 2nd and goal.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish. And as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3, keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Jags, and it's all up next.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's 2nd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thompson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.